Hey guys, JoeFan82 here, and today I'll be looking at the 2008 Battle Armor Cobra Commander figure from the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary line. I was really excited to find this guy at a local Comic-Con recently, and now he's finally ready to join the rest of Cobra Command on my shelf. The original Battle Armor Cobra Commander was released in 1987. This was the third iteration of the character, coming after the helmet version in 1982 and 1983, and the hooded version in 1984. This new version had an armored suit that was ready for combat on the battlefield, and as a kid, I thought he looked awesome. Interestingly, in the Marvel Comics run of G.I. Joe, the original Cobra Commander character only briefly wears the battle armor. The original Cobra Commander gets shot in the back by Fred 7 and left for dead. It is this Fred that assumes the role of Cobra Commander, disguising himself with this new suit of armor. Fred happens to be a mechanical genius, so I guess he was able to make some kind of voice-altering mechanism to disguise his voice. This version of Cobra Commander lasted a while until he was replaced by the original Cobra Commander, who decided not to use the armored suit. The DiC animated series also showcased this version of Cobra Commander, and this was where I became most familiar with him. In the cartoon, it was the real Cobra Commander inside the suit the whole time. Fans seem to be split on their opinion of this version, with half loving the futuristic design and the other half deeming it too ridiculous to fit in with their more grounded Joe universe. Having said that, there were enough fans to warrant Hasbro releasing the modern version in 2008. The suit is slightly altered from the original design, but the overall look is still there. So here we have the figure in the package. You can see the retro Hasbro logo down here. Beautiful artwork on the side of Cobra Commander in his battle armor. You can see here it says codename Cobra Commander with battle armor. And up at the top, Cobra enemy. And on the top right there you can see from the G.I. Joe comic series. That's when they actually advertised the comic book. And on this side, ages 5 and up. Choking hazard, small parts. Not sure if that ages 5 and up was what was on the original figure. I think modern figures now are ages 4 and up, if I'm not mistaken. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. That's again, artwork is really nice. Shows a lot of great detail. Looks exactly like the figure. The figure looks exactly like the artwork. On the back, you can see all the other figures that were being released in 1987. And the unreleased figures that would be coming soon. File card, which is an exact copy of the original. So you can read that on your own if you want. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the figure outside of the package. Okay, here's the figure out of the package. And let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I did not notice this when I bought the figure, or I wouldn't have bought it. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know if you can tell. The figure has the blue color where it's supposed to everywhere except right there on the torso. the small second part of the torso there, and the waist, and this part of the leg. The paint on these two pieces is green instead of blue. I'm not sure why. I tried looking it up and didn't really find anything about that. I have not seen anybody else with the same issue. I don't know if there was something in the production process where some plastic was painted in the wrong color or what. But yeah, that part is green instead of blue. So a little disappointed with that. That aside, he looks great. He looks just like the original figure that I never had as a kid. Just this bizarre, crazy armor that you would never see in real life, but somehow as a kid it looked fantastic. Let's take a look at his accessories. As you can tell, he holds the gun pretty well. This is a silver gun with a scope. And he also comes with this crazy backpack. It looks like they could have turned this into some kind of jetpack, but they didn't. It's got some hoses here, some little buttons, maybe some kind of computer on there, some ridges on the side, and of course he comes with the base and the figure himself. He's got that Cobra logo right there on his helmet. The helmet does come off. It is removable. He's got the black ski mask with the angry expression. That is one of the better paint apps on a face, on a modern G.I. Joe face that I've seen. It's pretty good. The head does do a 360. There were later versions of this figure released that had the Fred head instead of the black ski mask. Now on the vintage figure, this mouthpiece hose attachment was removable, or it came off, and so it's a little bit harder to find a complete helmet with that. There was a later version that had the Fred head instead of the black ski mask. He's got his silver armor here. He's got a brown belt with a holster that, or it looks like a holster, but it can't really act as a holster. And he doesn't have anything to put in it anyway. Then he's got this black hose along the waist. And this keeps wanting to pop out of the hole back here. It's got a little peg that should fit right in there. A little hot glue would make it stick in all the way. This may be something having to do with his breathing apparatus or something. Silver Cobra logo there. Another pouch on the side. Some more molded silver detail. His legs with more silver armor. Let's look at his articulation. His, I already told you his head. His arms go up like that. Can't go all the way past there because of his shoulder pad.
they will turn 360. His arms, if you have them in the right position, will fold at 90 degrees at the elbow. His wrists do a full 360. He's got a little silver patch on his hand there. He does have double jointed knees, and his feet do a 360, and they also have the ankle joint. One other slight disappointment with this figure is that his feet aren't exactly flat, so if you want to stand him up on his own, if you get him in the right position, it works, but he's a little bit wobbly. I would have liked it if they were, perfectly flat so you can stand him up without a problem. But he seems to be doing okay right now. Put this helmet back on.
Okay, so this has been my review for Battle Armor Cobra Commander. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please leave me a comment in the comments for this video and connect with me on social media. There are links in the description for this video. For that, I am on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on MySpace. Alright, not MySpace, but the other ones. I'm there. So find with me, follow me, connect with me. And be sure to subscribe to my videos so you don't miss any of my new ones coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.